One of the most common questions I get regarding night photography is how I focus my images at night. Well, I recently came across this little toy, and it does just that. And it's pretty easy. Let me explain. Hey everyone, my name is Adam from Adam's Trail Notes, and if you're new here, the goal of this channel is all about having you spend less time researching and more time photographing. I'm a landscape and astrophotographer and love teaching people photography and taking amazing images. I cover everything from buying the gear to taking the picture all the way to editing. Today I'm going to discuss a topic that I get a lot of questions on, and that topic is focusing at night. After all, achieving perfect focus during the daytime is sometimes a struggle, so how the heck am I supposed to do it when it's pitch black out? That phone flashlight is going to mimic distant city lights or maybe even a distant star if you can find a bright enough one. So I'm going to first take you through what I do when I first set the camera up. First, always put your lens in manual focus. It's a little click of the button, usually it's on the side of the lens. You just move it from the A to the M, and that's because autofocus does not work at night. Any type of night photography, autofocus does not work. And that's because these distant city lights, they're so far away, or even the stars, they're trillions of miles away, autofocus will not be able to accurately focus on them. It'll just be hunting relentlessly. So once you turn it into manual focus, you're going to come to your LCD screen, you're going to adjust your settings. So shutter speed is going to be around 15 to 20 seconds. That also depends on your focal length. Aperture, you want it to be the widest open it can be. So mine is f2.8, or the lowest number it can be. If yours is 3.5, do 3.5. Mine's f2.8 for this one. So for ISO, right now, usual ISO numbers are going to be around 3200 to 8000. And we have a star or a light that we're planning on focusing on. What we're going to do is go to the zoom button on your LCD and just keep pressing that all the way until it goes all the way until you can't go anymore. So that's the farthest it goes for me. And you see it's kind of like a little white little dot. Okay, just like that. You can move it around. I always try and center it in the frame as best I can. And now, that is the light that we're going to focus on. And if you have never focused on anything before, you should know that if it's out of focus, it's going to be really fuzzy looking like this. And if it's in focus, it's going to be really tack sharp. And that's the exact same with stars or lights. You want them tack sharp. So right now, this is out of focus. It's just a little blob. So we're going to take our focus ring and slowly start turning it. And you see it, the little light bulb is shrinking really slowly, and we see we went too much, so we're just going to go back, and we want it to be the smallest little dot it can be. So all the way and about there. Now that we have it basically focused, we're going to zoom out all the way, take the picture, and see if it's in focus. But for today, I'm going to be talking about reviewing the Focus on Stars filter. Now, I reached out to Gabor, the owner of Focus on Stars, a while ago, and he was gracious enough to send me a few filters to test out. In the past, I had heard about different focusing tools, but never tried them out. That wasn't until I heard about this one. Unlike other methods, using the Focus on Stars tool will guarantee sharp and accurate focus. Now, I have both the 150mm and 100mm filter sizes. The 150mm goes with my Tamron 15 to 30mm lens, and the 100mm goes with my 50mm prime lens. To set up the focus filter with your camera, the most common method is to get a square filter holder that goes into the lens. I didn't have one, so I improvised and used some rubber bands to hold the filter onto the lens. After you have the focus filter set up, go into live view mode and zoom into the brightest star or point of light you can find. Then slowly move your focus ring until you see 6 diffraction spikes around the star. You will know the star is in focus when the spikes are symmetrical with each other. After that, take a test shot and zoom into the star you were focusing on. You will see the same diffraction spikes, but they are a bit brighter and more pronounced. Carefully take off the focus filter and start taking images. It really is that easy and allows you to quickly achieve perfect focus at night. Another aspect that makes this filter great is that it is made of Gorilla Glass. This sets it apart from its competitors by allowing it to be scratch and fingerprint resistant. It also comes in its own little pouch and doesn't take up that much space in my bag, which is always a big plus. If you're interested in purchasing a Focus on Stars filter, go to focusonstars.com, and I will also have a link down below. If you're still watching and enjoyed this video, check out this playlist to find more of my night photography tutorials. And I want to pass it off to you. Have you had trouble focusing on the stars, and do you think this filter will help you out?
Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you never miss another one of my videos. As always, have fun and keep photographing. I'll see you next time.